What is one of the most valuable tools in our lives? Something that keeps us hopeful, something that moves us forward, something that helps us overcome adversity or chronic illness. What is that one thing? Inner strength. We need inner strength. So many of my clients want to be strong. So what does strong mean? Strong does not mean being strong and keeping it together on the outside while you're falling apart on the inside. When you're living in a heightened sense of stress or anxiety, where the littlest thing sets you off, that's not being strong. In our strength is our vulnerability. We get this perception that if people see us at our worst, they're going to judge us poorly. No, it shows that we're human. Every single person may at some stage, will in fact at some stage, go through some adversity. And if you can show that you at some point need help, number one, you can get help. We can't do these things alone. We need support. Human beings need support. So I'm going to teach you today about how you can develop your inner strength so that you can get through adversity. You can make good life choices. So first of all, what are characteristics of people that have this inner strength? Okay, so number one, they have an internal locus of control. So what does that mean? It means that they do not blame the external world for their lives. They take responsibility. They go, where did I go wrong? What different choices could I have made? So they go inside. Okay, so that's an internal locus of control. That has to be very strong to develop and have inner strength. Okay, they also avoid things that they have no control over. So, I don't watch the news all the time. I know my boyfriend always says I've got my head in the sand, but if I can't do something about it, I don't want to be burdened with those thoughts. I'm an empath. I can't absorb all of that because I'm going to fall apart and I'm not even going to be good to anyone around me. So they don't get involved, or they just avoid things that they cannot have any influence over. Okay. They do not continually complain. Yes, we can complain every now and again, but continual complaining negatively impacts what you're thinking. It's going to make you feel bad because thoughts lead to feelings and then action. So you're not going to do what you need to do. You're going to not do the things that are going to move you forward out of the negativity. So they do not continue complain. They also are able to adapt to different circumstances, anything that happens to them. So flexibility is a very good value to have if you want to have and develop inner strength. Being able to adapt, change your thoughts, not be stuck with tunnel vision, look outwards to things. Okay, this is a lovely one. They do not try and impress anybody. People with inner strength are on their own path in life. They are doing things for the betterment of them. They want to knock it out the park for themselves. They don't compare themselves to anybody. Every day they self-reflect on what they did during that and how can they improve. So they are constantly just increasing their abilities, overcoming the things that they are struggling with. They only worry about them, not in a negative way, but they're not comparing themselves. They're not trying to earn ribbons and rewards and stuff. They're just doing it for themselves. This one is a lovely one. They think of the past as a source of information. So they're not dragged down from their past. They don't bring their past with them now because that's not going to move us forward. That keeps us stuck. So they look at their past as information. What can I learn? What lessons have I learned? How can I use that now? How can I take them forward into my life? They're not stuck with the past. So they just use it as a source of beautiful information. And the last characteristic is gratitude. They appreciate what they have. The fact that they can breathe, the fact that they can walk outside, whatever it is, they're grateful for everything that they have in life. So those are the characteristics, and those are the characteristics you want to develop if you want to have inner strength and you want to overcome adversity and be able to move forward. So what are the pillars? Now, the fundamental pillars of inner strength are resilience, having a meaningful life, and self-transcendence. So self-transcendence is you can take yourself forward, you can vision, you can go back in your past and learn from it. You're not stuck where you are. You can move around and see things from a different angle. Okay, and then 4 ways now that you can start to develop your inner strength. Okay, number 1, choose a problem. Choose something that you are battling with, and then look at it from different angles. So try and brainstorm, don't get stuck with tunnel vision. Step out of your shoes, step and make it as if you're in somebody else's shoes. So work on this problem that you've got. Choose something that you want to solve. And then when you so what we call this is assuming a physiological distance, that is stepping into someone else's shoes, or perhaps try to solve the problem being much older than you are now, trying to think of how you would solve it if you're much older, or even if you were much younger. So just having a different psychological perspective of this problem that you're dealing with, and then decide without delay. You know, we spend so much time overthinking things, and yes, it can't be something that you decide that's going to be to the detriment of you, but make a decision. Don't sit with it. Decide without delay on what you're going to do about this problem. And remember, it's all learning, okay? So if it works, great. If it doesn't, it's a learning. Now you know what not to do. And then empower yourself with the past. So that beautiful thing is, take the past as a source of information. Use your past because from your past, we need a past. And I myself have had quite some trauma in my life. And I wouldn't change anything, because it's who I am today. It's made me who I am. So learn from your past. Don't be vengeful about it. Don't regret it. Don't have guilt about it. Learn from it. There's always a lesson, and I know some of you can't see that right now, but there's always a lesson you can learn from your past. So those are my tips on how to have inner strength, and how you can not be stuck, how you can move forward, how you can overcome adversity, and how you can be strong from the inside. If you look at people like Mother Teresa, Deepak Chopra, Nelson Mandela, they had an inner strength. They weren't all loud and rah, 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 I'm coming to do this and whatever. They quietly got on with doing what they wanted to do in life. And look at the great changes, the impact that they made to the world. You definitely want to have this quality of inner strength and learn how to develop it. Okay, my beautiful people, I'm Tracy Moxie, Innovative Life Coach. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. I would love your feedback. I'd love your comments. Take care, beautiful people.